Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of another furry visual novel. This one, Flaming Flagon, a game about, as I'm pulling up the synopsis, the core aspect of Flaming Flagon is socializing, cooking, and adventuring. By socializing, I mean lots of possible romance, bromance, and hot woo encounters. Also, this game seems to be exclusively Pokemon. Because you got Arcanine, Incineroar? I don't know any Pokemon after what, Gen 2? Yeah, I mean it do be like that. Sometimes. Well, there's Zigzagoon and Houndoom. Anyways, if you want to play this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $5 a month. Also, if you want to suggest me do any other visual novels, at least for quick looks, tell me, and I'll add it to the list. And if you want me to play this game, then tell me, and I'll give it a point, which will put it up higher on the days when I do, you know, the ones you guys choose. Hyena? Though granted, that might be a hot minute. I had to change some things about. So, let's reset our face. And start. By clicking start. Every part of your body throbs with pain. The sound of thunder rolls across the gray skies. You can feel something wet drip down your nose. As it runs across your bruised lips, you pick up a small metallic taste of blood mixed with rain. Something loud crashes above you, showering splinters of wood all over you. The rain grows heavier, each drop beating against your matted fur. The warmth begins to drain from your limbs, washed away by a creeping chill. Numbness is setting in. The cold wind soaks away your aches. You prepare yourself to welcome the embrace of unconsciousness, ere your lungs demand one last complaint. Groan. Who's there? Something shuffles nearby. Your swollen eyes make it difficult to see. A kid? A hand shakes you gently. You see something red above you. Are you okay? What the hell? There's no other footprints. Did you fall from the tree? There's no way. It's dead. He couldn't have climbed all the way up there without breaking... Damn, he's barely breathing. Hold on, you're gonna be okay. The remains of the stranger's warmth envelops you. Remains? It feels like he's hugging you as he wraps his cloak around your naked form. Why are we nude? I know, mysterious things. The world jostles as your limp body races off the cold, hard ground. You barely weigh anything, even soaking wet. Your eyes swell shut all the way. Unconsciousness takes you quietly into the darkness, and the world around you fades away. Your eyes open, and you immediately shut them as you feel an overwhelming pain in your skull. With blurry vision, you rub your eyes and try to focus away from the splitting headache. Yeah, I've had mornings like that. You find yourself clothed and in an unfamiliar bed. Actually, nothing seems familiar at all. As you look around, you spot a large, red tiger standing at the doorway of this room. Exclamation mark, question mark? Easy there, cub. Where am I? You're at the one and only Flaming Flagon, the finest tavern in town of Felda. Gunther bond unlock. Also, I would have to assume we're in Arcanine. Sorry that we're doing a tangent right here, but I remember seeing like a TikTok or something like that where I guess a woman's doing smash or pass for the Pokemon, and she sees Growlithe and she goes, "That is a dog. What do you think I am? Some sort of white woman?" And she's white. And then she goes to Arcanine, and then she like pauses and covers her mouth and it's like, you played yourself, lady. Anyways, back to the game. I am Gunther, the owner. I found you at Death's Door, on the outskirts of town. Do you remember anything? I think my name is... Fen. My name is Fen, I think. I don't really remember anything else, except I was on the ground. Also, sorry for another tangent, but is there a furry visual novel thing? Like, I don't know, bingo scorecard, like Barra's, Lost Memory, The Chosen One, kind of thing. Everything hurts. It looked like you fell out of a tree. What you doing out there? The wilderness is no place for a cub like you. I'm sorry. I don't know. Alright, no need to get upset. How did I get here? I carried you all the way back. You were naked, so I put you in some of my old clothes. Thank you. You've been sleeping for 2 days since I brought you back. Can you stand? Might smidge the music just a bit lesser. At some point I should really actually review my previous videos audio, just saying. But I feel like I got a good, clasp on it. You push yourself up from the bed and try your legs. And as soon as you set yourself upon them, your limbs betray you, and you stumble forward. Whoa there, gotcha. The tiger's strong arms guide you back to the bed. Everything still hurt. Apparently, your full strength is yet to return. Do you know where you live? Or if you have any family? The puzzled look on your face tells Gunther his answer. Tears begin to well up in your eyes. The more you try and remember, the more confused and frustrated you become. I can't just abandon someone with amnesia out on the streets. Listen, I'll let you stay here, but you're gonna have to earn your keep. I run a tavern, not a charity. The promise of somewhere to be and Gunther's generosity causes your tears to fade. Thank you, Gunther. Doesn't look like you can walk yet. Rest here for a bit. Let me know if you remember anything. Okay, I will. I'll check on you later. Gunther. Thanks again for saving my life. Oh, be careful. You may not feel the same after I put you to work. Without another word, Gunther slinks outside and closes the door behind him. Your body still aches, but at least you can feel your arms and legs. Trying to remember makes your head hurt pretty bad. Laying back down with your eyes closed, you drift off to sleep. Sometime later, you look at the window and see it's now dark outside. Sorry for another tangent, but I was just thinking, there's a lot of games where all the dudes you are seducing or something like that are barras. Is there a furry visual novel where all the characters are seducing femboys or twinks? I've played so many visual novels, but I can't actually put one in mind now that I think about it. Sometime later, you look at the window and see it's dark outside. Your head still pounded with a dull ache, filled with heavy, hazy, disjointed memories. No idea who you were, where you came from, nothing. You close your eyes and try to clear your mind. The sounds of glasses clinking, paired with a rambunctious and robust voices cheering kept you from falling back asleep. Over your thin blanket is an old, warm cloak, worn. It smells faintly of burnt wood and cinnamon, the scent that seems familiar. Holding it close, the article of clothing provided to you a sense of comfort in the sea of commotion. You soon doze off again, imaging as if you were somewhere else. Imagining? Yeah, he's still sleeping. You hear Gunther close the door, and footsteps fade into a loud crack below. Next day. The morning sunbeams through the window and strikes your face. Mornings. No. You're able to stand today, though your body still aches. Overall, you feel a lot better this morning. Woo? Well, I'm gonna have to censor that. Click. I take pictures of the screen so that I remember it. As you turn from making the bed, you find a naked Gunther staring at you. Good morning. Ah! What's wrong? You're naked. Yes, I'm on my way to wash up. What's wrong with that? Sorry, I don't know why I reacted that way. Maybe something related to your memory loss? Anyways, I'm gonna get dressed and make you some breakfast. As if your stomach has its own ears, it growls at the last word. Heh, I bet you're starving. Kitchen is right down the stairs. I'm glad you're back up on your feet. Get the fire started. I'll be down in a few minutes. Okay. You watch the burly feline walk away to his room before you head down the stairs. Right down the steps, you find a sizable kitchen. A great, long table sits in the middle. Ingredients and utensils line the walls. The fireplace on the other side of the table offers a view into the main tavern. I'm just taking a look at the background. I'm not 100% sure if my mind is clicking with, what I might be thinking, but it could be. I just have to see irregularities. You find a stack of firewood next to the hearth. Throwing a few logs in, you stuff some tinder at the bottom. Cupping your hands and leaning close, you howl softly and feel the heat burst from your muzzle. Awoo! I was about to say, I wish I had that power. For reasons, I don't know. But then I'd be like, well then I can't say awoo at any point in time. Awoo. I wonder when my computer person flames every time I awoo. A small flame streams out from your muzzle, and the wood catches fire. Ah, I see you have an affinity. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. What's an affinity? Really? I'm surprised you're able to talk and not know about affinities. Many of us have an affinity, like you. I have one of fire. The feline snaps his fingers, and a tiny jet of flame bursts out like a wisp of smoke. How do you know how to make a fire like that? I don't know. It just felt natural. Also, you didn't seem to have any matches or flint to get the fire started with. Oh, yeah. I suppose I always start a fire with my affinity as well. How do water Pokemon do affinity? Do they just spit into a cup? Ooh. Also hot? The tiny fire had grown into a smoldering roar. Gunther starts to cook breakfast, and soon the kitchen is filled with delicious smells. Alright, Cub, eat up. I may not remember much, but I'm an adult. Good. I had to think I would put a child through so much manual labor. This might be the medieval ages, but there's still, child work laws. Manual labor? Yes, Finn. If you want to stay here, you'll have to earn your keep. So, get some fuel in your belly. Today, we'll receive a shipment of ale and wine that will need to be unloaded. After that, you'll help me prepare to open the bar. Okay, I'll do my best. Great, let's eat. Food's getting cold. I mean, you could always woo into the food. Just saying. You wolf down the plate of breakfast. You didn't realize how hungry you'd been. Gunther chuckles as he quickly finishes his own meal. That was delicious. You're just saying that because you haven't eaten anything in a couple of days. I was kind of wondering because it's like, well, because in it was the game Liar, they kind of used a tube to give you water and food, I think. And it's like, I always wondered, if you have somebody that's unconscious, how do you give them food and water, when they're not in a hospital? Well, it's still tasty to me. The patrons don't really come to the Flaming Flagon for food, but it keeps them satisfied. Here, have the rest of my toast. The barkeep tosses another square of crispy bread onto your plate, and you eat it in just 2 bites. So, what will you have me do today? You begin me a hand with pretty much what I normally do all by myself. You run this bar by yourself? Pretty much, since I first opened it some years ago. I had a couple of previous employees, but they ran a for adventure life despite my warnings. Is adventuring really all that great? It depends. Some people who have made a name for themselves usually acquire some decent treasure to exchange for fortunes. But the truth is, a lot of them don't survive their first years. That many of them die? Yes and no. Some find quickly that they're not cut out for it. Some are killed, but some others suffer fates worse than death. Worse than dying? Yes, some end up horrifically cursed or disfigured. For all we know, maybe you were a fledgling adventurer who got knocked upside the head. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, with a body like that, one would think maybe, but, this might be a bar universe where everyone's just absolutely swole. Although, that is a very plausible explanation, you don't feel that's what happened to you. It's just dangerous, but high risk comes with decent rewards. I understand, safety isn't the issue. Very much so. All I have to worry about is the occasional food and drink critic, or fix up busting furniture, or, hopefully not, getting people sick on food or drink. Well, for a bartender, you saved my life. Looks like anyone can be a hero. I guess so. Oh, we should get going. Terrence should be here any moment with our delivery. Terrence? Yes, he delivers goods around town. I guess he's a horse? He's a really great guy. I think you'll like him. After clearing your plates off, you follow Gunther out the back door. The back of the tavern connected to 2 alleyways and a short path to the main road. You hear the sound of heavy hoofballs clopping closer. A large figure stops towards you from the road, hauling an enormous wagon behind it. Terrence, just in time. I remember seeing a picture of this, like a couple of screenshots on their itch.io, and it's like, that doesn't leave anything to the imagination. Like, this, like, in furry terms it does leave some to the imagination, but in the IRL speak, it would be like, that doesn't leave much to the imagination because it's so big. This, seriously, I guess there isn't public indecency laws. Just saying. Hey Gunther, large order today, huh? Yep, been busy renegotiating with all the suppliers. I hear business is doing good. Sure is. You need to stop by and have a drink sometime. I haven't seen you in a while. I've been pretty busy myself. Oh, who's this? The massive horse stares at you. Let me introduce you to my new employee, Fen. He pushes you out in front of him. Or Fen, yeah. You stumble forward and almost crash into the terrace. You slow yourself just enough to stop a finger's breadth away from his massive chest. Yeah, sure, his chest. Being so close to the horse, you can feel the heat radiating from his sweat-soaked fur. Terrence's musky scent floods your nose, and you take a close whiff. He smells of dirt, sweat, hay, and the finest bit of leather. Faintest. Forgive him, it's his first day. Nice to meet you. Terrence Bond, unlock. You too. Why's the face all red? Sorry, I'm just a little shy. Aw, cute little fella. Don't feel nervous. I'm only so big from hauling this heavy cart all day. Yep, Terrence is a gentle giant. Don't let his massive muscles scare you. That's not the massive thing that scares me. You think as you stare at his prominent bulge from beneath the horse's loincloth. Like, what is the point of that even? Give me a hand with the barrels. We can't hold Terrence up on his other deliveries. Right away. You both began unloading half a dozen barrels of ale and spirits, as well as a few crates of vegetables. It took a few minutes to move your items off the horse's cart. Okay, looks like that's everything. Do you like a tip? No, wait, would you like a tip today? Uwu? As much as I'd like that, I've got to get the other side of town soon. Perhaps next time. Maybe Fen could help. Sure, something tells me he would like that very much. I'm guessing the tip would have something to do with that. Right? It's good to meet you, Fen. I'll see you all next time. The horse picked up his heavy cart and headed to the next shop. Picked up. I think this game was made by people not natural or native born, I was going to say American speakers, English speakers. So I assume that some of the translation might be a bit off. Like picking up a cart. Unless he's literally picking up the cart. Fancy that giant? What? No need to be coy. I've seen that look before. I don't know what you mean. You have much to learn. Let's start with rolling the barrels into the cellar. Set the boxes on the kitchen table. The barrels are heavy. Or these barrels are heavy. Heavy for a fit lad like yourself? You have a decent build. With this work, I'm sure you're only going to get bigger and stronger. Alright. Gunther helps you tip the barrel onto the side and gently roll it down the ramp into the storage room. Okay, here's where all the unloaded barrels of drinks are. Here, we fill the large flagons and casks to serve at the bar. Wine's on the left, ale's on the right. That's easy enough to remember. Good, let's finish moving the rest of the barrels in here. After hauling in the barrels, 2 crates of vegetables sit on the large kitchen table. Alright, like I said, I'm not a great cook. I usually just cut all this up and throw it into the soup. There should be bread in the cupboard. Anyone who wants a meal will get a bowl of soup and a hunk of bread in it. That doesn't sound too bad. Alright, there's a well back behind. We can get water from there for cooking and cleaning. I'll draw some water. You can start cutting up everything. There's a knife on the counter. Got it. You start on preparing ingredients while Gunther leaves to draw water. Even though you cannot recall the details of your past, preparing food feels familiar to your hands. Oh, so are we going to become the cook? Guided by intuition, you start to peel and chop various vegetables. Your muscles appear to remember how to handle a knife without cutting yourself. Each item has its own unique scent, and your nose is able to pick out each and every one of them before they're even cut. Gunther begins to fill a rather large cauldron with water. Your hands and arms quickly begin to tire as you're only finished preparing the first crate of produce. You keep cutting them this small, and you'll never be finished by the time we're open. How large do you normally cut them? Like this. The tavern owner takes a potato and cuts it in half, then slides it over the pile. What? You can't eat it in a single bite, or that. What's wrong with that? How are they gonna get a little bit of everything when you have to shove down a whole potato in their mouth? I cut it in half. I'll get this finished before the tavern's open. Fine, go ahead and finish the soup. Leave it near the fire. It's supposed to at least last the rest of the night. Yes, I can do this. Don't wear yourself out. You have to serve the patrons tonight. Understood. Gunther leaves you to cook, while he sets the chairs and cleans the bar top. The looming question about your forgotten past seems so far away as you focus on your work for Gunther. As you cut into an odd-colored root, the bitter stench wrinkles your nose. Ew, this is rotten. Better toss it. You throw it away and continue cutting the remaining ingredients. By now, the water is just starting to boil, just in time to dump everything into the pot. You give the entire thing a stir, but something still feels like it's missing. Sniffing the air, you smell the smell of the soup seems bland. Your nose picks up on something spicy in the cabinet. Opening the cupboards, you find some dried herbs and a few peppers. Grabbing a handful of each, you toss them into the bubbling liquid. Another stir, and you can tell there's more flavor than just a moment ago. And sorry for another tangent, but one game I do like is Kingdom Come Deliverance, and probably one of the things I feel that's a bit underrated but I liked myself was making potions. I don't know why. Just getting a whole bunch of ingredients and stirring them, having my stats go up, and getting a whole bunch of stuff. I like that. Using the metal rod, you adjust the coals underneath the soup so that the liquid simmers. You hear someone calling from the front. Ben, have you finished up back there? I need a hand filling some flagons. Coming. Now, I'm gonna just look up what a flagon is. I think it's just a large cup that you'd have beer or something in it. Oh, no, it's more of... it looks like it could be something you could drink from, if you're in Germany, but it also looks like something you'd pour stuff into. I guess it's a bit of both. Hyena. Good. Take this. Use it to tap one of the barrels here and fill these flagons. Alright. Gunther hands you a hollow metal spike with a ring. The tool is pretty straightforward to use. You notice the other barrels have a cork stuffed into their hole on their lids. Stabbing the tool into one of the unopened barrels, you hear a hiss of air blow out. Bitter-smelling ale begins to pour out from the tap and splatter on the ground. Crap! You quickly grab one of the flagons and catch the pouring brew. By the time you finish filling each flagon, the barrel is nearly empty. Great, you managed not to make a mess. It looks like I'm a fast learner. Or maybe it's because I'm the best teacher ever. Sus? Whatever you say, boss. I guess I am your boss, but you don't need to call me that. Okay, what's next? Well, the afternoon crowd should be coming any moment now. Patrons will bark their orders at the bar. You eventually help take the orders and serve the tables. I can handle everyone sitting at the bar myself. Okay, sounds simple enough. A mug of ale, a bowl of food, or a glass of wine, all cost a coin. An entire flagon is 5 coins. That's pretty easy to remember. Or are we going to be able to remember it? Yep, let's have a quick taste of your soup. The chains that held the cauldron above the fire are mounted to a hinging arm inside the fireplace. It's allowed one to easily move the pots from the kitchen into the side of the fireplace facing the main tavern. You grab the bowl from the nearby table and scoop a large ladle full of hot soup into it. Your boss takes a bite. You cooked this? What's wrong with it? It's really good. This could be bad news. Bad? Why? If the patrons find it tasty, there's not going to be enough to last the night. Do you normally sell all of your soup? Well, no. But I hate the thought of somebody going hungry. I find my fights crap, this is really good. We're in bad news. They're gonna want to finish it all. I could always make more. You just may have to. The tigers devers the rest. Even giving the empty bowl a few licks before you return to the bar. Alright, it sounds like the crowd is here. Your ears perk up just before the doors swing open and a flood of people enter the tavern. Ooh, what smells so good? Gunther, I just need my usual flagon. Who's that cute guy? Does Gunther have a young boyfriend? Everyone, quiet down! Gunther's voice blasted over the crowd, and everyone quickly fell silent. I've hired some help. Get used to seeing him around here. And if I hear anyone picking on him, you have to deal with me. Got it? Hi everyone. He's so cute! Looks like there's a new attraction. Where's my ale? Coming right up. Alright, Fen, just hang out in the kitchen and see if there's enough to make another pot of soup. You quickly dart back into the kitchen, thankful to be out of the spotlight. I know that feeling. The crowd gathers on, and you see Gunther at work. The big cat easily handles 3 flagons in each hand, while working a spout with his tail. Meanwhile, more people slowly fill every table and seat at the bar. As you gather all the ingredients onto the table, you continue to study Gunther. You smile as you continue with your prep work. Every once in a while, you hear the clang of the pot as Gunther scoops out another bowl of stew. 1 bowl quickly becomes 3 and 4. By the time you have the next pot filled, Gunther pops in the kitchen with an armful of dirty dishes. Was afraid this would happen. Fen, please wash the bowls and utensils. You know, that's one thing I miss, soup. Because I live in Texas, it's October? And, like, right now, looking at the, temperature outside, at least on my phone, it's, well, it was 68 degrees. Now it's, 90-something? Oh, it's actually 75. Wow, that's hella cool. Hey, yeah, it's supposed to get up to 92, and it's like, yeah, soup is a cold weather food. And I want potato soup. But I don't want to be sweating for the rest of the day. Ooh, but I want to go to the Renaissance Festival and have that bowl of soup. You know, the bread bowl? Well, I have to go buy some more tomorrow. How's the next pot coming along? It's almost ready to go on the fire. Perfect. You're natural. The boss returns to the front. Something all about this seems familiar. With the next pot cooking, you start on cleaning up all the dirty dishes. The night blazes by, and most of the place is empty after Gunther announces last call. As you clean out the cauldrons, Gunther stacks all of the chairs on the tables and sweeps the floors. Phew, I really love the stew. Yeah, there's hardly anything to clean out of these cauldrons. Since we have to go shopping for some more bowls and dishes tomorrow, how about we get you some new clothes too? Or is it because everybody loved the stew so much that people had to wait for the bowls and dishes? Gunther, you're too generous. Even though there isn't a dress code, consider it your work uniform. Thanks. Ready for bed? Yeah, I suppose I am. Get some rest then. You've earned it. You should too. I'll be going to bed soon. I need to count the earnings and do some budgeting. Yeah, you might have to budget the, foodstuffs. Just saying, if you barely sold 1 cauldron and we used 2, you might need some more produce. Okay, good night. You as well. You head up to your room and flop onto your bed. Flop. As your eyes go heavy and you drift off to sleep, you think about Gunther. Watch him work tonight, expertly taking every order down and serving multiple groups reminds you of something. You remember something about a house. Daddy? I mean, with the big roundness here, you might think lady, but then it's like, well, bar universe, so... It was where you worked, in the back of the house, while he worked the front of the house. He was an older canine. You both worked in a small restaurant. He wasn't just any old dog. He is. And, just like that, you wake up to the morning light beaming through your window. There's a knock on the door, and Gunther peeks inside. Oh good, you have clothes on. Oh good, you're awake, and dressed. Oh, yeah, I passed out right as soon as I laid down. It certainly looks like that. You're still wearing the stains from last night. Oh, I should go get changed. Into what? Oh, that's right. We're gonna buy clothes today. You've got the memory loss bad. But, yeah, we'll be sure you have a clean work clothes Once we find you some regular threads. Hell, as I was starting this Let's Play, or quick look, I was gonna remember something to ask somebody, but I completely forgot! Heck. Oh well. Sniff, sniff. Would you like me to give you a bath? What? A bath. You know, clean yourself with water and soap. I know what a bath is. I'm not used to someone asking to assist. Really? It's a pretty normal thing. Hell, I help bathe Terrence every once in a while. I suppose someone his size really could use the help. Thanks, but I think I can manage. You sure? More hands makes less work. Feeling cheeks burn more from your boss's offer, you try to tastefully dodge the raising awkwardness. You know what? Taking a bath would take a while. It will be busy if we leave too late. If you say so, I'll be waiting downstairs then. Sure, I'll be down in a moment. The tiger left the room, leaving you standing there. Phew. His hands on my naked body. You shake your head vigorously. If I keep this up, I will need a cold bath. You collect yourself and quickly pull out a few tangles up from your fur and your claws. Ready to check out Felda? Sure. Alright, it's pretty decent-sized town. There's lots to remember. From the road, in front of the tavern, you see the tops of many different buildings of the town. The bright and warm morning sun is unhindered by any cloud. It's a beautiful day. Other people start to appear and open shops and start their day of commerce. You hear something clanking down the street. Looking over, you spot someone dressed in a full suit of armor, walking next to another guy wearing a big pointy hat. What's with those outfits? Who? Those two? Yeah. They're probably adventurers heading to the dungeon. Oh. You have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe you could ask Gunther more about Felda. Would you like to ask more about Felda? Well, I know where we're going, but let's ask about the dungeon. It's the main attraction of Felda. Adventurers from all over come to venture into it. What's in there? All sorts of dangers, but also wondrous treasures. The dungeons offer fame, fortune, and more to those brave enough to delve into its depths. But the trick is being able to return. Indeed it is. And let me tell you, a lot of people don't make it back out. I guess since we can ask everything and we might need to, where are we going today? We're going to the market square. Does Terrence work there? He's contracted by the merchants to deliver goods, and sometimes he's there to pick up deliveries. A lot of craftsmen have some stalls and shops there. You can make some business deals. But when it comes to produce, I offer to go to the farmers themselves. That makes sense. I can't wait to see what they have there. What's about stone building over there? That building is a church. A church? Yes, I'm not really religious myself, so I've never really been. I couldn't really tell you more about their benefits, but the priests seem friendly. Or beliefs, not benefits. They also act as a hospital. In fact, it's technically the first place you ever visited. Huh. You look like you're about to die. They helped you out bandage and clean your wounds. It only took them a couple of hours before they said I could take you back to the tavern. I must thank them then. I don't take it that they visit the tavern much. They do not. They spend most of the time healing and praying. Though one of the priests is known to be a bit of a slacker, he does visit more often than the others. Perhaps you might catch him at the tavern sometime. This place with a colorful sign. That place? Just some trashy bar. Another bar in Felda? Yep. Because we attract a lot of travelers and adventurers, there's a lot of places to eat and drink in Felda. But rest assured, the Flaming Flagon has the best drinks and the best prices in all the town. So, what's the bar in that cool-looking building? A rather pretentious place. They call themselves Club Zero. Stupid place, if you ask me. But how is it a club if it's open to everyone? I mean, the Flaming Flagon isn't exactly on fire either. Gunther opens his mouth to argue, but his words deteriorate into an unintelligible grumble. Okay, let's go shopping. Alright, let's go shopping. It's past the main square. This is the background from Chemo Coliseum. I would remember it anywhere. It's with the horse guy. The market is busy as vendors open their stalls to start their day. I guess it's like free use kind of thing. Gunther takes you over to the stall, hanging the sign showing a spool of thread and a needle. You spot a pair of pointy ears pop up from behind the counter. Zigzagoon? A short, middle-aged man shuffles out and looks up at the big cat. I might need a sneeze. I'll hold on to it, I think. He climbs up onto the nearby crate to get eye level with Gunther. You get a sniff of the short man. He smells like cottonwood, with an undertone of something musky. Good morning, Murray. This is Murray, the merchant. For a small fee, he'll promote and sell your goods here at the market. Murray Bund, unlock. Are you here to sell this fine gentleman? What? No, Murray, I am not. They sell people here? No, they don't. Undeterred servitude, indentured servitude, has been outlawed for centuries. I'm only teasing him. Sure, only. What do I owe the pleasure of not one, but two strapping young men at such an early hour? Just looking for some new clothes for Fen here. Oh ho ho! That face. Something tantalizing for your eyes only? I didn't know you liked that sort of thing, Gunther. No, Murray, Fen is my newest employee at the Flagon. What? You hired help? That's why he's such in horrible rags? I don't like how you describe our work uniforms. You poor thing. Please, let me find you something clean and comfortable. I really need to test the audio for like this right here because it sounds so loud to me, but it's only just kissing the yellow, you know? Just pick something appropriate, please. And keep your hands to yourself, Murray. The small merchant hops off his box and darts in the back of the stall. A moment later, he returns with armfuls of clothes. Here, these just came in. It's all the rage in Felda. These are just normal clothes. You pick through various articles of clothing. There's quite a few options. You narrow your choices down to 2 different shirts until the softer fabric of one wins you over. Finally, you settle on a set of clothes that feel comfortable and look like they should fit. I like these, but I wonder if they'll fit. Can he try them on? Of course, and I'll give you a discount if you strip right here. How much of a discount? 20. 25. Deal. Hold on a minute. Don't I get a say? Well, of course. You're welcome to haggle. I meant about dressing. Oh, well, I suppose. As things stand, nudity doesn't seem like a shameful thing to do here, but strip for the discount? I mean, we're gonna have to censor already, so... Fine, I'll do it. For 30. My, the lad can drive a hard bargain. Deal. Nice, good job, Fen. You step inside Murray's stall, out of the view of the entire market square. As you glance around, you see both Murray and Gunther's eyes dart away once you look at them. You quickly shrug off the dirty clothes and don the new threads. That's a long belts thing. Oh, it's fit perfectly. He looks great. We'll take him. Gunther pays Murray for the new clothes. Thank you, as always, for your business. Come see me again if you need anything else. Thanks, Murray. Actually, I'm also looking to purchase some dining ware. Mainly bowls, plates, maybe some utensils. Of course, the Carpenter Guild is having a sale. I can get all of that for you. I just need to write up a quick purchase order. The merchant scribbles down on the note and hands it to Gunther. Just looking at things. Okay. And here we go. Gunther hands Murray a small bag of coins. That should cover everything. I should be able to have Terrence deliver it today. You're the best, Murray. Till next time. The small merchant gives you both a wink and rushes to set up Gunther's delivery. The market is starting to get lively as you complete your shopping. I have a few things to take care of back at the tavern before Terrence arrives. Anything I can help with? I believe I have everything under control, but you should probably go ahead and wash your work clothes so that they have enough time to dry before we open. Okay. You return to the Flaming Flagon. Gunther's inside. Heads inside while you draw some water to wash your dirty clothes. As you scrub the stains from your clothes, you get a strange sense of deja vu. Your hands feel like you've done this so many times before. Hey, you're gonna put a hole in that if you keep scrubbing the same spot. You suddenly realize you've been rubbing the same spot for the past several minutes. Oh, it was a really stubborn spot. Well, it looks like you've got it out. Clop, clop, clop. Well, I know that the horse guy will be coming along, so to save me that headache, and because we're past that 45-minute mark, you know, I tend to try and give myself a bit more leeway with these things, because like 5 minutes, give or take, for a regular Let's Play, and about a 15 minutes thing for a quick look. Yeah, we're gonna call it. So, end of this quick look. So comment, cause I like comments, tips you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay and or neuter your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $5 a month. And if you want to suggest any other games for me to quick look, then tell me and I'll add it to the list. And if you want me to play this game, tell me and I'll give it a point, which will put it up higher on the, you know, time slots for doing what people want the most. Because I needed to pick something for that. But now that I look at it, it's like, well, for that time slot, it's Glory Hounds, then Unveiling, and then I'm picking the thing that, you know, the people want, which is Soul Creek. It was supposed to be very long, but the other one that's picking up the other thing is Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn, which has over a year's worth of content. And I still haven't finished his route. Woof. Anyways, yeah, so the next one will be... Oh, right, I guess we should put it at 4. Okay, it's 4, apparently. I meant max is 4, not that I'm going to be picking 4. So this one is going to be a bit of an old one that somebody told me to do at some point. So let's put Flaming Flagon into quick look, so don't forget. And, well, we're going to maybe have to censor stuff anyways. This is an old game that is made with Flash. Boop. Yeah, I didn't test this out because I wasn't, you know, thinking of it. Though, let's try some other things. Game capture. Specific window. Adobe Flash. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Remove. Window capture, maybe? Yeah, that works. And put this all the way at the bottom, near here. That being... Yeah, you might remember that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to censor that. Space Paws. The same people that made Sugar Lane. So this game, I'm pretty sure, 99.99% sure, and I was kind of afraid that stuff is sorry, I just lost my train of thought. It's on Newgrounds. No, just take me to the main page, please. But, yeah, it's a finished game that I thought, I'll add to the list. So basically, Space Paws is a hybrid between visual novel and point-and-click adventure game, where the main character should explore planets to find a new home for mankind. There, you'll be able to meet sexy furry girls, and that you'll have to convince to somehow give you permission to make humanity grow in their planet, or on their planet. You won't be alone because Allison, your human partner, and your robot Emilo are with you in the spaceship. And it has a whole bunch of H scenes. They have a Patreon, but that's for like Sugar Lane, which I think is like $2. But yeah, you can get this free on their itch.io. And yeah, is there anything else I need to say? I don't think so. Yeah, it'd be $2 for Sugar Lane. It's kind of interesting how, like, they do have... It's like, the characters seduce are on Sec My Throat. An Egyptian cat lady, a medieval dog lady, human joking, some lizard girl who's like steampunk, and then some fox girl who's like from like future-y stuff, and then in their next game, Sugar Lane, it's a whole bunch of ladies, largely furries, though it's like cat ears lady, shark girl, cat girl, dragon girl, human, wolf girl, elf, deer, undead lady, kinda, bad girl, human, demon, human, hyena. And yeah, until next time, another quick look by me, GamerWolfSix, of some of the game, that being Space Paws. So thanks and see ya.